each other off the field. I mean, a bunch of us took a trip over to Destin one weekend a couple weeks ago. That was fun, and just ensuring that team chemistry is still being built, and you know, you want to be, you know, we're already family, and you want to keep building that strong bond between us, and you know, when it comes adversity time, and you know, the middle of the fourth quarter, you got to know that you can depend on the guy next to you, and doing those things off the field will help that out.
Yes, this could be applied to both of you guys. Compared to last season, are there any guys that you've seen from spring ball and the little time you guys have been working out this summer that have kind of opened your eyes, whether they've come back maybe bigger, faster, stronger, or just from a leadership standpoint, just guys, you know, that were kind of laying low last year that have taken on more of a leadership role?
I think for me, the person that's really impressed me the most and has changed ever since he got here is Nigel Carr. I think he came here and kind of struggled a little bit, kind of had his focuses on different things, and now I think he had over a 3.0 this semester, and he's really worked hard, hasn't missed anything, was always doing the extra stuff, and he's really changed his whole focus, and he's really impressed me. And for him to change like the things that he's done, and I really respected him and what he's doing, and he's become a great leader on this team, and it will definitely show come fall.
I'm the same person. I mean, he's made a big difference. We came in together. He's a totally different person than he was before. I mean, his grades might have been down when he first got, but now, I mean, like you said, he's making over 3.0. I mean, he's really taking care of his business as far as what he got to do in school, and plus on the field. I mean, he's gained a lot of weight too. I think he was like 240 the other day, but he's still fast, you know. I mean, he's really serious about what he's doing now. Nigel Carr, yeah, definitely.
Christian, it was said on ESPN the other day that perhaps a dark horse in the national championship race is Oklahoma this year. How do you not overlook a team like Stanford when you know that the measuring stick for your team might be against a team like Oklahoma?
You know, you got to take one game at a time. And our first game is Stanford, and you know, we know that they're going to come in, you know, to our home field and try to beat us. I mean, you can't overlook any team. And you know, we've already started watching film in Oklahoma and watched film in Stanford, and you can't overlook anybody. If you look at what happened with us in Jacksonville State last year, and they came in and almost beat us, and you know, we had like a last-minute fourth quarter comeback to win that game. And I mean, if we would have lost that game, it would have been devastating. And we can't overlook anybody, and especially being the first game of the year. I mean, we have to be able to hit on all cylinders and kind of work out the kinks before we do play a team like Oklahoma.
Everett, how's this offseason been different for you, taking more of a leadership role with the team?
I think as far as I'm just trying to lead by example. I mean, not missing any workouts, make sure I'm stuff on time. You know, I try to make sure I'm on top of all of that. I mean, I'm vocal too when I have to be vocal, but as far as just making sure I'm there, you know, because you can't be a leader if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, because then you set an example for them not to show up just like you doing. So I just try to do by example. That's all.
Everett, have you guys, the defensive tackles, what's the relationship been like with the defensive ends? Do you guys work together? Do you talk, or are you know, two separate units most of the time?
We stay together. You can't really tell the difference between D-tackle and D-end. You know, we always around each other. D-tackle is probably the loudest seg on the team because we stay back and forth with each other, you know, talking junk to the other segs. I mean, us and the D-ends, I mean, we all together, D-line, you know, we all is one. Any other seg, you know, we just going back and forth at it with them receivers or whoever.
Is it that way on the field as well, where you kind of know what they're doing at all times and they know what you're doing?
Yeah, basically. I mean, last year I just knew what I was doing, but like now it's like I know what step he's finna take before I make my step and all kind of stuff. So the thing about last spring, they made sure that we worked together actually on the practice field. Before we really never worked together, and now we know what each other's doing, so it helps us out a lot.
Christian, does playing a team like Oklahoma so early in the season kind of give you a little added motivation during these summer workouts? Because, I mean, if you take away the traditional rivalry game against Miami that you had early in the season, it's been a long time since Florida State's played a traditional power out of conference.
Yeah, it's definitely extra motivation. We know that we, come early in the season, we're going to have a tough schedule. And, I mean, at Oklahoma, BYU coming here, I mean, it's going to be tough. And we got to ensure that we're doing everything we can to be prepared for those games, and it is definitely extra motivation, and we're excited though. I mean, it's going to be a heck of a game, and especially going out there, but it's going to be fun.
Christian, how much can you take exactly from 7-on-7s into full contact, you know, in the fall with pads and helmets and all that kind of stuff?
Well, offensively, it's just polishing up everything. You know, receivers being able to read the defense and run their routes correctly, and us, I mean, always making the right reads. You know, reading the secondary, reading linebackers and everything, and there's a lot for us that we can polish up on. And then defensively, you know, they're still learning, you know, all the different schemes, and for them to adjust to what we're doing is definitely important for them. I mean, there's obviously no contact and everything, so you can't really prepare that aspect, but a lot of mental stuff that you can learn from someone.
All right, guys.